Normally, when you're working in Photoshop and you go up to File, Save, that is saving your document as a Photoshop file, the .psd. And the PSD will preserve all of the layers, and this is what I want you to submit for the grades. When you go over to Blackboard and submit all work, you should always be browsing and submitting your Photoshop files. Again, the ones with the extension .psd. But for the discussion board, I want you to save a copy of your Photoshop files as a JPEG. JPEG is going to be compressed. It's going to be a smaller file. It's going to compress all the layers, and anyone can open it up even if they don't have Photoshop. So to do that, we're going to go up to File, and you can do either Save a Copy or Save As. So I have two images. I'll do both. I'll say Save As, and then once I'm over here at Save As, because Save As type, I don't see JPEG, I then have to click Save a Copy. And now from my drop down, I get the option for JPEG. You want to make sure you're saving things in a folder for this class. I highly recommend that you make a folder for this class and you save everything there. It'll just make your life a lot simpler when you're trying to find things. So I'm saving this in the same spot that I also saved my Photoshop file. It's in here. And I chose the JPEG format, and you don't even have to change the name because it's going to add just copy onto it, and that's it. So then you're going to get this pop-up window, and we can keep it at large file, that's fine, and hit OK. And so now I'll go and do the same thing with the next one, File, and I'll say Save a Copy, and from the drop-down choose JPEG, and I'm fine with the name. You could change the name if you want to, though, and hit Save. And OK. All right, and then when you're over on Blackboard, and you can go right to Discussion Board, and click on the discussion board for the week, and this one is going to be poster painted image assignment. I'm going to create a thread, and I'm going to put my name, Kira, is the subject of the thread. And then I'm going to click on the little plus sign to add content, insert local files, and I'm going to browse for the two JPEGs that I just saved. So here's one. I'm going to hit open. And then I'm going to add the next one, insert local files again, and add the next one. And hit submit. So now when someone opens it up, they can see my images right here. Okay, and then when you're the person who's viewing these, and if you find that this is too difficult to be able to look at like this, you can right click and say open image in a new tab. That's what I often do. And then that's going to resize it for you. And sometimes it's a little bit easier to see the images like that. Okay, so hopefully this will make sense for putting your JPEGs up on discussion board, and let me know if you have any questions.